just out here wanted to point out there's a pelican just right at the bottom there. He really inspired today's message. It was a message mostly for me after I went and meditate on what I was just wanting to talk about. It all kind of comes together after I did this, and it's so amazing that the universe has done this. I also found a terrific shamanic healer that's on there, and there's a few clips of things that really spoke to me, and I thought that it'll inspire you because it just puts it all together that when I do these videos, really I'm inspired by something so amazing, and it amazes me. So I hope that this comes across in that video, as well as it's my thoughts and what Pluto's new lessons would be in Aquarius, as well as where we are with Mars, as well as Saturn now in Pisces in my third house of like community and people, and just what I go through and what my new challenges are really all about.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay, enjoy.
Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, March 29th, 2023. Just about a week ago, Pluto finally ingressed into Aquarius. Saturn's finally settled into Pisces, and Mars has now moved to Cancer. So it's kind of hard to say what anyone at this point in time would be experiencing. However, I do have my account of what I believe happened. So first of all, had a fabulous weekend. It was great. I was in great spirits, and things have been really, going well as far as like my plans go and everything like that, I think. But at the same time, of course, we don't know what's going on. So we're creating it at the moment, or adjusting it, or something. The universe is doing something and we're going along with it. And that's probably the best thing to ever do. But what I really wanted to talk about was my experience over the weekend. And so it started off where I didn't have any plans whatsoever. The Ultra Music Festival down here in Miami was like almost sold out. It was like almost like $700 for like about 3 days. They weren't selling any single day passes. Anyways, on news later on, there was this whole big old thing, and I'm so happy that that didn't happen. However, a Palm Beach event happened, and I was just so happy I went there. But what I really wanted to talk about was how or what it is that I kind of like experienced along the way with that. So it's kind of personal. So hold on a second. I'm just yeah. So while I was, how do I even say this without it sounding like so like petty? While I was there, I was having a great time. There was a big turnout of people and everything like that. But one thing that really stuck out to me was that it was a place that I grew up, and I haven't been there in almost like 20 years or so. And so I finally got there. Anyways, I know that people change like in about 20 years or so. So you don't always recognize a certain people. And that's fine, because I really wasn't trying to be someone's friend or anything like that. I just really wanted to support the event and everything like that. But something that really stuck out to me was one of the hosts of that show I knew for quite some time, and I'm a big fan normally, and anyways, I guess it kind of hurt my feelings when I guess she was communicating with her man, I guess, and I guess we were standing next to each other. I was wearing my glasses, so I didn't make any kind of contact. But anyways, when she finally got off stage, and I'm not someone who's gonna run up to someone and just be like that, because it was kind of like a side stage, but she kind of pulled the whole group and went over to the side, because I felt like I was standing there and I felt like so rejected. It could definitely be that, I wasn't up for the moment of just whatever, or sometimes I like to give people their moment, and I don't like to do that. But I couldn't help but feel how excluded I felt from that whole thing, and that began my first like journey down this whole thing. But I've been rejected a lot in my life, so there is no I don't know. I've been rejected for so many reasons. Anyways, moving on. To salvage my day, I end up getting I called up one of my friends because I used to live in the area, and we met up and we went to the beach and we had a great time, and and that was great. So the very next day, I guess that sorry, Venus is my 5th house, so I have a lot of offers of people that want to hang out and do things. And so I ended up meeting up with someone that I met previously, and it didn't turn out to be, I guess, to that person, not to me, what it was. But I was kind of tired. And, you know, my horoscope says that, you know, things are going to be, well, that whole day turned out to be that way. Well, some aspects of that rejection, really, I took to heart. And even like almost 2 days afterwards, I was still kind of mulling over, like, why did I feel so rejected, or why did I take these people's no's or whatever it is that they were doing. There were a few episodes, I'm leaving out some of them. And I just don't want to get into all those details, because I just wanted to say that rejection is real at any level of your life, at any confident level. You almost never know, like, what is going to trigger that in you, but always know that there is something or someone, and there's something that's always lurking inside of you that's kind of like unresolved. And it makes a whole lot of sense. You know, we're not perfect. You know, this morning there was a quote that says that the human soul is always learning until it dies. And so we can't learn everything that we know in the times that we have, because there's so many like variant of lessons. And so I had to figure out, like, why is this all happening. But I did know that Saturn is in my 3rd house in Pisces, and Saturn is earth, and Pisces and water, as you know, erodes. And so, as you can tell, it's quite possible. Saturn is definitely my ruler. I'm a Capricorn, and you could tell that, and where your ruler goes, you go. And it's quite possible that those emotional experiences, they erode like my exterior of what it is that protects my tenderest parts of like who I am. And I have to just kind of know that if I those vulnerable parts, for some reason, that's what lurks. It's information. It could definitely be something that lurks in my own thing that disarms me and makes me insecure. And so now it shows where it is that security needs to be reestablished in my life, and I'm determined in that right now. But also, Pluto moving into Aquarius is also still in my 2nd house of self-worth and my own values. And at some points, what I didn't say was it wasn't all bad. In fact, I had great fucking times of like just being out in public and just meeting people, or meeting someone that I wanted to meet for a really long time, and it turned out to be like so freaking amazing that I don't even know what's gonna happen next. But all those amazing things happened, but only the bad ones really stuck out to me, because they really, you know, the funny thing about any of those things, I didn't feel the need to confront any of those people. I felt the need to confront myself. And I just wanted to say that feeling rejection at any age that you are, at any level that you are, because some parts of me just wanted to break out. It's like, oh, don't you know who I am? I'm this, this, and this. It's so irrelevant. You know, if we've moved into a place of energy, any of your past wonderful things are great experiences, but I feel like the universe is just working specifically and currently on just energy, and we're gonna feel that vibe. But I'm gonna be real with you. At certain parts, maybe I did have like so much fun that I was tired for some of those times that I was in those interactions, or whatever the case might be, and it's probably partially my fault. However, it does make me realize just exactly where it is that I'm gonna set myself up in the future about this invisible something that defeats me. So I wanted to say this is a quiet day on the beach. People are just, I guess, taking a break from the spring break, which is good. Actually, this beach doesn't really have a lot of people that actually do come here. So, anyways, I do feel better talking about it. I was fearful that, I mean, I literally felt that I was gonna be in a depression or something. Anyways, today there was a pelican towards the back. I think he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. But we're gonna meditate on that pelican spirit. I'm gonna get out like what that is all about today.
Interesting birds, because when they nest and create a nest, they create one, but they also make room for other pelicans. They don't compete. They don't try to push other pelicans out of the way and say, this nest is mine, not for you. They create room so that all of the pelicans can have room. They can all nest together. They work together. They don't compete against each other. Also, when they fish, they take the fish that they need and they leave other fish for other pelicans, so the other pelicans can fish and get the food that they need. So having a power animal of a pelican teaches you about cooperation. It helps to teach selflessness so that you can share with others, having what you need, no more, no less, but also leaving enough for out on top to have good victory in that way, to rise above challenges and overcome them so that you triumph over challenges.
A Message from the Waterbirds by Diana Cooper, taken from the Archangel Guide to the Animal World. Water carries the unifying love force of the world, and we live in it and pass it on to you. Love wants you to be happy and at peace. It wants your visions and your dreams to manifest for your highest good. When you see one of us, we remind you to ignore the outer drama. Instead, aware that love is the essence of every person and animal. Focus on your heart's desire so that you draw into your life. Let it enrich your days and spread joy into the world.
Hey, if you're taking an interest in seeing where it is that these Plutonic transits or these Saturnian transits or any of these Martian transits are going on in your life, definitely reach out to me. I'm happy to do any of these readings for you and just do that. And that's it. All right, have a wonderful day. Look how beautiful it is. People are having a great time.